Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday. Today we had the dreaded red shirt day. The market was down almost 1.6% today. We had quite a good run up last week, a decent day yesterday, but we're still kind of in a small downturn. I would suspect we're probably still going to go a little bit lower than we did before, maybe down to support, which is where I thought we probably would end up. And I still think that's a better alternative than to rally from this point with no support. Um, Earnings are pretty good, and that's definitely helping the market, but we're getting too many, data points that are pointing to higher inflationary pressures. The Federal Reserve is meeting, today, tomorrow they'll come out with their decision. Chairman Powell will have his question and answer session, very likely to be, quite negative on, lowering rates. And I think the market, is anticipating that a little bit today. But the big thing that happened today was that the labor report came out and showed that the cost of labor increased by more than it has in a year, actually. So that's obviously going to make it a lot easier for the Federal Reserve to say, hey, we're not going to be lowering rates anytime soon. And you got to remember, this is a market that was expecting 6 rate cuts, and it's looking more and more like possibly no rate cuts. We'll see what happens. Anything can happen in a fairly short period of time, but the economy is doing quite well. We're going to get the jobs report on Friday, so that could be pretty hot. And again, these are normally good things. We normally want to see, good job growth and low unemployment and all these things. It's just when you're in this inflationary environment and you have a market that is expecting a lot of rate cuts, runs up on those expectations, and then they don't happen, the market's going to have to readjust. And that's what's happening right now. I don't see this as a big problem. Market readjusts to this new environment where inflation is a little bit higher. Instead of having a soft landing, maybe you kind of have a delayed landing, what happens later. And you get a scenario where the market can start to focus again on earnings, which I think is where it needs to be at some point in time. But it's going to be very difficult for the market to take off in the middle of this adjustment, going from 6 expected rate cuts to maybe to 1 or 2 or 0 or whatever it might be. So anyway, that's what's happening today. Not a big deal as far as that goes. We've still had a great year, had a good run up, stretched the rubber band really hard to the upside. So a little bit of downturn here, I think, is healthy. We'll probably get down to some support level, and then we could have a launch off of that as we start to see maybe even NVIDIA's report comes in. So, got a bit of time until that happens. The market comes down, and then, gets excited again about earnings and artificial intelligence and such too. So, we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's what's happening today. Look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Thank you.